We begin in Afghanistan, where several people have been killed in a bomb blast outside a well-known mosque. The explosion happened as mourners gathered at the Eid Gah Mosque complex for the funeral of a senior Taliban official's mother. Taliban leaders were expected to attend. A nearby hospital says it's treating 4 victims. No one has so far claimed responsibility. Let's cross straight to Kabul now, where DW correspondent Nick Connolly is standing by. Nick, what more can you tell us about this blast?
Well, Rebecca, still a lot of confusion over the actual number of casualties. Some sources saying just 2 civilian casualties, others being quoted as naming that casualty total at around 8, with more wounded. This is really about as downtown as it gets in Kabul, just a few kilometres from where I am now, targeting, as you mentioned there, high-ranking Taliban official who's responsible for press. Ironically, he's the very same man who used to claim responsibility when the Taliban carried out attacks, and now it is the memorial service for his own mother that is being targeted. And predictably, obviously, the suspicion is falling on so-called Islamic State, who have emerged in recent weeks as the Taliban's main challengers here in Afghanistan.
Yeah, there was also a shooting attack in the eastern city of Jalalabad this weekend. Is Afghanistan poised for more violence after several weeks of relative calm?
Well, indeed, this attack here in Kabul today was the biggest and most high-profile attack since the attack on Kabul airport in August. But those attacks, especially outside Kabul, never really ended. This was an attack on a journalist. There have been attacks on Taliban posts in that Jalalabad region, which is known to be a particular hotspot for the so-called Islamic State in Afghanistan. And for all the kind of triumphal messages from the Taliban that they are now well and truly in control after 20 years fighting the Americans, sending them home, I think this is a lot more precarious than they'd like us to think. Lots of executions of so-called kidnappers all across the country, many of which are believed to have been IS militants. So the situation that is a lot less under control than they're trying to portray, and that isn't properly managed, and simply the manpower isn't there to make sure that that control is spread across this huge country.
Nick, thank you. DW's Nick Connolly speaking to us from Kabul.